I'm Melissa, this is Martin, Haley, and Maddie, and we're cruising America's Great Loop on our boat Cavalier. We welcome you to hop aboard and share in this journey with us.
Hey, child, up and go. A big world is out there waiting for us. I do live in every day. Outside, you will find there is love all around you. It takes you, makes you wanna say that it's a beautiful night.
Welcome to the Bridge of the Cavalier. We left Charleston this morning. We got about a 3.5 hour cruise up to an anchorage that we're going to. I think it's called Five Fathoms. And we're cruising along at about 10 miles an hour now. And beautiful day. And just going, it's a little, there's some places that are pretty skinny. The water, we're having to keep an eye on our depth and stuff. But other than that, it's just another nice day of cruising here.
And it's a beautiful world. And it's a beautiful time to be here, to be here, to be here.
Hey babe, how's it going? We're at anchor here, and we're digging into McClellanville, which is about almost a 2-mile dinghy ride. So this is our longest actual dinghy excursion to go somewhere. But there really wasn't any place to take the dogs. The beaches were, we have to, but there's really big shells. So we're hoping we can get all the way into town and then just go to a dock. So that's where we're headed to.
Yeah, the sky's blue, just us two, side by side. We'll see the world that surrounds us. Hey, seize the day. Each road, every mile's a photograph in motion to astound us, carry us away into a beautiful night. 'Cause it's a beautiful world, and it's a beautiful time to be here, to be here. Leave all.
Well, welcome to the Bridge of the Cavalier again. We're moving down to Charleston, to Georgetown today. We were at a beautiful anchorage last night and got going about 8 o'clock, and we got about a 3.5 hour run down to Georgetown. And it's just an absolutely gorgeous day. It's probably beautiful out here. So anyhow, we're enjoying just driving a boat, nothing going on.
That's how we like it.
What's that?
That's how we like it.
Yeah, I know. That's how we really like it. So anyhow, let's catch up to you a little later.
The girls like this restaurant because we got in this little couch area, they call it, and they kind of got the run of the place.
Cheers. Here we are sitting in Georgetown at the Corner Tavern. Having beers. We just got in, got the boat docked, and everything looks good. It's a beautiful little town. If you like it, we're going to go explore right up to lunch. Well, welcome back to the Cavalier for another episode of Cruising Cavaliers. Cheers, baby. So let's see. So where we left off last time, we were in Charleston, and we were going to be headed up to Georgetown. And so we could have gone all the way, made it all the way to Charleston, but we couldn't, or not Charleston. Could have made it all the way from Charleston to Georgetown, but we couldn't get reservations for that night. So we wanted to stay at the little marina right downtown. So we we dropped anchor. We went halfway up and dropped anchor in McClellanville at the Five Fathom Creek Anchorage. Pretty nice little place.
Yeah, it was nice.
You know, kind of off the ICW. And then we took. We heard that they had this little seafood restaurant there that had the best crab dip. You know, that was what they're famous for. So we went ahead and dinghied in. There was almost like a 2-mile dinghy ride in there, so it was a long ride. And we had to get the dogs off to do their business anyway. So we took them on in there, and there really wasn't much there. It's kind of definitely just a fishing village. And everything else. And they had a little marina there that some other loopers were staying at, but there wasn't much there. So we managed to get the dogs off.
We did get the crab dip though, and I want to thank whoever it was that mentioned it on Facebook, because they just said you have to go get the crab dip, and it's like, thank you.
It was very good. It was very good. So we had that, and then we got up the next morning and went on into Georgetown, and Georgetown is the third oldest city in South Carolina.
So we've been to the oldest, which is Charleston. We've been to the second which is Beaufort, and now the third.
Yeah. So we're not going to go to the fourth.
No.
We're not have no plans to it. So that was a lot of history there, and it's actually kind of cool too, because the town is there. One of what's keeping it going is a big paper mill. Huge paper mill. I think at one point they said it was the largest in North America or something like that. But it's kind of interesting because it's very industrial, and it's right at the end of town, and there's all this stuff, and in this part of the country they embrace industry. It's what's making their living. They don't try to chase it away. They don't try to hide it. They don't do anything. It's like, yep, that's the paper mill. We have a cute downtown. We make our town beautiful, but yeah, the paper mill's there. It's actually kind of neat. We walked around there. Then the next day we did we decided to actually stay an extra night. The town looked so cool. So we got up and we did the historic tour, which wasn't horse-drawn. This one was like a little wagon, and they drug you around and thing. But the lady was really nice and really informative, and gave us all the history of, Georgetown and that whole part of the country and everything else. And it was really pretty neat. Again, highly recommended. It's a great way just to really get to see the stuff and get a background. Let's see. Then we went with the next. After that, I think we walked. We took the dogs with us on that tour, right?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did. And then we got off. We walked around some more,
and just one little thing that she told us that was really interesting is she was saying that there's this huge mansions that we were looking at, and they were saying that the father gifted this to the daughter on her wedding day. And she would say that about another one and about another one. And then later she says, I'm sure you're kind of wondering, it's like, boy, these fathers are quite generous, aren't they? And I guess what it was is that women couldn't
Under British law,
women couldn't own property.
Correct.
Yeah. And so they would gift it once she got married, then
they actually were giving it to the husband. So
So anyway, I found that interesting.
Yeah, and actually no. Then we went to a museum there. We went to the Rice Museum, which was Rice Museum. Well, what the heck is the Rice Museum? Well,
very interesting.
Very, very interesting, because this whole part of the country was all about pre-Civil War was all about rice plantations. This was all about rice and how the history of the rice in South Carolina and this whole part, and it was really interesting. It really was, and they talked about all the different plantations and slavery and everything. It was all very well presented in a thorough way, and just here it is. This is what it was about, stuff. So, and then after the Civil War, they were so labor intensive that the rice plantations pretty much all just went away. Yeah. So, and then the last time we were there, they did the Music Fest.
Yeah, it was the first. I guess they have a summer concert series, and it's the first Friday of the month. And this was the first one that they had.
Yeah.
And so we're like, we'll go down to it, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
there was tons of people there, and there was music. The band was incredible.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
it was pretty good. And they had beer and wine and food there and stuff like that. And we hung out there for a while, and it was pretty cool. It took the dogs. They were very dog friendly.
Very dog friendly.
Yep. They didn't get out and dance. Somebody did. The dogs didn't.
You got great music. You got to dance. I'm sorry. Even if I'm terrible at it.
Yeah.
I got to do it.
Yeah. So that was pretty good. Again, I recommend a stop there. It's not something you can spend a week there, but it was neat, and they keep fixing up the place. A big hotel good sized hotels
Yeah.
going in and stuff. So the whole town's going to keep developing. So anyhow, I think that's about it, right? So thanks for coming along. Cheers and happy trails. See you next time.